My dear students, here in this video we will start from draught animals. So already I told you about riding animals and pack animals, right? Now let's understand what is draught animal. So here it is written that draught animals such as oxen or water buffaloes are used to pull heavy loads because of their immense physical strength and muscle power. So students, in case of draught animal, why they are used to pull heavy loads. Okay, that means, as I told you, like in case of donkey or other animals, like those who comes under like pack animals, they also carry loads, but these draught animals, they are having very good physical strength and muscle power. So that is why they are used to they are used to pull heavy loads. Okay, so as you can see in this picture, so here you see oxen plowing a field. So in case of like plowing a field, it's very means here physical strength is required, right? So in this case oxen are used. Okay, so they plow the field, then pull the carts, then haul goods, and also draw out water from well using a water wheel. Okay, so these are the works that are done by the draught animals. Students, you can underline also these things. Okay, the work done by the draught animals, and such animals are also known as beasts of burden. Okay, so beasts of burden, that means they can carry heavy loads, and they are having a immense physical strength and muscle power, so that's why they are also known as beast of burden. So this is a kind title is given to this kind of animal as they as they can pull heavy loads. Now the next topic is use of animals for special purposes. So as we have learned that for transportation, for riding, for carrying the loads, we used animals. So some special purposes are there, like special occasions like wedding or festivals. So there also some kind of animals are used. So in North India, where they transport the bridegroom to the wedding venue. Okay, so that means bridegroom are taken to the wedding venue. Venue means, students, it's a appointed place for that occasion or that or any kind of meeting. Okay, so elephants are used for several festive celebration and temple processions. Okay, so like if in case of any inauguration or any kind of festival celebration or temple procession, that means in front of the temple, like when some occasion or worship, we worship in the temple. So in that case, special events, so in that case elephants are also they used to decorate the elephants, okay, with lots of stuffs, and they are also used for procession purpose. Then tourists also enjoy elephant and camel rides. Okay, so not only for several festive or temple procession, elephants are also used for riding purposes. So already I told you, like if we are going to the forest, and as I told you that elephants are also used as pack animal because they can carry heavy log of wood from the forest. So in that case, like an elephant is also used for safari. Here it is written that an elephant safari is popular in several wildlife sanctuaries. So wildlife sanctuaries means, students, there tourists used to go to see the plants, to see the trees, different kind of trees, then different animals. So in that case, how they can visit each and every part. So in that case, these elephants are used, okay, to for to visit, and it's a very means tourists also enjoy this ride very much. Okay, and from that, like elephants, as you know, they are having the height of the elephant is very high. So in that case, means if we ride this camel or elephants, then we can see a very excellent view of the jungle. Okay, so camel mostly they are used in desert, and in case of forest, if we are going, so in that case elephants are used, and they gave us a very good view of the jungle. Okay, now the very interesting part of this chapter, that is your hoops and horseshoes. So now you may ask that horse also wear shoes. Yes. So as I told you that horse, they are used for, like, basically, as I told you about the Tonga also, the horse carrier, right? So in that case, like, horses, they are mostly used for transportation, for they are chosen for longer distance, to travel longer distance. So in that case, the hoops of this kind of animal, like horse, camels, deers, okay, donkeys, so they also, like, the hoops need to be protected, right? Hoops means, students, the hard part of the horse's feet. Okay, I will attach the picture, so I'm sure if you see this, you can understand what is the meaning of hoops. Okay, so all the animals, they are having, like, camels also have oxen, then horse, deer, donkeys, okay, mules. So when they, like, walk or in the harsh or rocky soil, means irregular, not that much smooth, okay, so in for long hours, so their hoops also damage. Okay, wear and tear, that means if, like, every time we will, like, walk, means in like, irregular surfaces, so in that case, the means the hoops get damaged, okay, of these animals. So as they help to carry our loads, so in that case, we also need to, like, take care of it. So that is why metallic strip called shoes are fixed with nails to each hoof to protect their feet. So you can see this one. So this is a metallic U-shape, a strip is there. So this one used to be fixed in the hoops, okay, with the help of nails, okay. So means that one, means some procedure is there, so that they could not get harmed by that, or they do not get any pain. So in that case, this horseshoe, this one is called U-shape, this one metal strip, so this one is called horseshoe. So this one used to be fixed to their hoops, so that their hoops get protected, okay. And students, normally this one is made up of iron or aluminium, because they are very strong metal, and they prevent the wear and tear to the hoops of the horse, okay, and thus their feet also get protected. Okay, so this was the matter of horseshoe. And here, did you know part is there, that the horseshoe is considered to be a symbol of luck also. So in some part of the world, since it is believed to attract luck, so it has to be placed, open end up. And in other parts, the horseshoe is hung from a high place, so open end down, so that the luck pours out on those who pass beneath it. So people used to, like, in front of the door, or upside down, so they used to put, so that those whoever will pass under that, so, like, they will get a good luck. So it is, like, belief of the people. So that means horseshoe is considered as, like, they bring good luck, so for that only. Now, sensitivity towards animals. So students, as I told you, that animals are helping us in a lot of ways, right? So in that case, as they are helping, so we should also help them, right? So that means we also need to take care of them. So students, I think you have seen a lot of stray, right? Stray means like, the animals, those who are living in the streets, like street dogs, cows, other animals, okay. So they do not get proper food, they do not get proper care. People used to tease them, people used to beat them, so which is not good, because they are also animals, right? They also have emotions. So if we if we take care them, or if we will not harm them, then they will also not harm us, right? So that's why students, as a, like, never even harm any pet, okay. So here it is given that we should be kind to the animal that and take good care of them, okay. So always what we have to do, we have to be kind towards the animal, okay. So they are also living thing, and they also have feeling, right? So it is important to be sensitive to their needs, okay. Sensitive means we should also offer goodness and kindness towards them, okay. So we should not hit or tease them. As I told you, we should not hit and tease them. We should provide clean food and water to them. Okay, so they are also living being. It's not like, okay, we are just throwing the food and giving like just come and eat. Not like that. We should also give them clean food. Okay, food and water. So we should not disturb them while they eat or sleep, and they should be taken to the veterinary doctor if they are hurt or sick. So we should give them proper rest. Okay, so while they sleep, in that time also we should not we should not harm them, means harm means we should not disturb them. Some people, like when animals used to sleep, they tease them. Okay, so that is not a good thing, right? And students, like we have seen, like sometimes in case of like during the Holi festival also, people used to pour colors on them, like the means the street dogs, okay, cows, who those, like whatever whoever they get, like some people are there, they used to put colors, and also that is also not good, na, because they, like, yes, it is a festival of color, and if you're putting some colors kindly to them, it's good, but means they don't, means as a pet, if we are keeping any any animal, so to them we can play, but the street dogs or other animals, so they are not, like they are not taking the bath properly, they are not getting the food properly, so who will take care of them if we are just unwantedly we are just putting colors on them? So that we should not disturb them. Okay, we should give them proper rest, and if we see some animals, they are like hurt or they are sick, so we should take them to the veterinary hospital or veterinary doctor. Veterinary doctor means the doctor, those who take care the animals. Okay, animals doctor. So students, this is the end of this chapter. I hope you enjoyed and you have learned so many things from this chapter. And here students, this shows, like as I told you, the we should grow some emotion and feeling towards the animals, so as they are also helping us, right? So they, if we will not harm them, they will not harm us, right? So that is the thing, and we should keep this in our mind. Okay, so soon I will give you the question answers of this chapter, and if you want to try, you can try the optional part and also the question answer if you want, and after that, if I give you the answer, so from that you can check it out, or like you can match whether you have written correctly or not. Okay, thank you so much.